Whether you know it or not, you've likely seen his work all across Idaho. Sculptures. Coach Lyle Smith outside Albertson Stadium, Olympian Gretchen Fraser in Sun Valley, the World War II aviator at the Boise airport, the I Will Have Your Back statue at the Idaho Veterans Cemetery. Statues from California to Rhode Island. He's the only artist to have 3 pieces in the Sanctuary Hall inside the United States Capitol. And today, Boise's Benjamin Victor has gone global to honor one of the greatest military invasions in history. Brian Holmes spoke to him from France.
The 8th Air Force became known as the greatest air armada in history, and from the skies helped turn the tide of World War II. A fact not forgotten in Normandy, France, 81 years after D-Day. At today's remembrance ceremony in Saint-Mary-Glaise,
would you like to say something? I'd love to.
Is sculptor Benjamin Victor from Boise, whose only connection to that invasion is what he brought with him and will leave behind.
And what a history. What an amazing history.
4 new statues honoring men of the mighty 8th. The ace fighter pilot, Colonel Donald Blakesley. B-17 gunner, Maynard Snuffy Smith. Medal of Honor recipient, General James Doolittle, who, wanting to see for himself how the invasion was going, flew a P-38 across the beaches for 2 hours and then reported back to headquarters. And B-17 pilot, Lieutenant Colonel Robert Rosie Rosenthal, who was only required to fly 25 missions, but he flew 52.
Who knew that if they didn't win this war effort, that Jewish people all over the world would suffer under Hitler's horrible regime. He knew what was going on there.
Those are the kind of particulars Benjamin takes in to bring out the real-life details of his life-size sculptures. He met family members, he read their books, he learned their stories. But the other details, well, those came from the Warhawk Air Museum in Nampa.
They gave me every piece of gear, every piece of clothing for all 4 of them. So I was able to measure every item and make sure it was completely accurate.
And he and his team were asked to complete them all in just 9 months.
I should have said no, but I couldn't say no. Because, I mean, these guys, their lives and everything they meant to our country and the world, I thought this has to happen. There's nothing quite like it here in Normandy. There's a lot of monuments, but this one is very unique in not just the amount of detail and accuracy, but then all the way down to the patina colors that I chose for the piece.
But for Benjamin, being there to see them unveiled,
I just don't know. I hope I can hold it together.
Still not as emotional as his appreciation of being part of this history.
I hope that everybody enjoys the artwork as much as I enjoyed creating it. Hopefully my piece will get across what my words will never be able to get across. It's a national honor to be able to represent our country here on the world scene.
Benjamin told us that he was taken aback by the love and appreciation the French still have for Americans in the Allied countries that were a part of their liberation. And the weight of visiting the American cemetery in Normandy, the emotions hit you like a ton of bricks, he said. He only hopes that his contribution will add to that and help bring the heroes of that invasion to life. By the way, 50 World War II veterans attended last year's 80th anniversary of D-Day. This year, there were only 23. One of the more than 16 million who served there are fewer than 1% still with us.